really love balanced development activities. We adults are not as clear about it as the kids are, and of course, because of the great thrill that we have to stimulate these areas of our brain, we have developed huge billion-dollar industries based upon the thrill that we get out of stimulating these parts of our brain. What would they be? Well, I heard a number of things. Amusement parks, roller coasters, of course. When you're on a merry-go-round, you're on Klosowski's revolving world. If you're on one of the horses that goes up and down at the same time, then there's another activity simultaneously as you're spinning. When you're on the Ferris wheel, you're accelerating away from the Earth's surface, and you can feel that in your belly. And then as you spin around the top and you feel yourself falling, you can feel that as well as you accelerate back down to the Earth. And of course, the most exciting of all, the roller coaster, where we're diving down, we're flying up, we're banking to the right, we're banking to the left. And the challenge for the brain is keep us oriented. Where's left? Where's right? Where's up? Where's down? The brain's job is to keep us oriented all the time. And our convergence of vision is to keep us oriented as well. And that's a real challenge in roller coasters that are flipping upside down and doing loops and things like that. And we get disoriented. But what do? We do those activities with frequency, intensity, and duration. Eventually, we learn how it feels to do all those different spins. And then the amusement park has to invest another $5 million to have another roller coaster that has a different set of spins in it, so that the brain then has the challenge of trying to figuring that one out as well. Sometimes people get concerned when they see us spinning babies around and saying, well, you know, couldn't we dislocate the baby's shoulder or hurt the baby in some particular way? Well, we have done those activities that you saw us doing with Anais with thousands of well babies whose parents have attended this course, and thousands of profoundly brain-injured children, some who have very serious medical problems. And we have never had any problems whatsoever because our parents are very careful, number one, to use their common sense.
I always used a safety collar with the children that are under 3. With my kids, as long as they were under 3, they wore a collar. I think the biggest difference that I see in my children, because I did these activities, with my first child, he seemed to be a little uncoordinated, and I never thought that he would actually run smoothly or even be able to do a forward roll. And clearly he's doing high sophisticated gymnastics activities that I never even expected that he would do. When he was 2.5, he refused to jump off one step. After I started working with him and giving him more and more opportunity, he's now doing back handsprings. So it's beyond what I dreamed, really. I never expected it.
I mean, if you haven't done this activity with your 8-week-old baby, you don't grab him by one arm and start to spin him around the room. Now, you grab him by both arms here, not by his hands, but by his arms, and you hold on to him safely and carefully, and you move around initially very slowly. He's not used to the activity. He needs to have this function more and more so that his structure can accommodate to it. So we begin very gradually and very slowly. And by the way, the slowness of the activity, this slow movement, is just as helpful in the programming of the brain as to move very quickly. Our research shows, and Klosowski started this, it isn't the spin of rotation that's important, it's the stimulation itself. So a slow spin is just as important as a fast spin is, and it's the variation between the spins. So we want to give many different levels of spin as well. And of course, you saw us using the protective neck collar. That's essential as well, because babies love that feeling of the air going through their hair.